Here at the Skirball Cultural Center in Los Angeles, people are being encouraged to stand up on their metaphorical soapboxes. Stepping up elevated on a soapbox to debate ideas started in London's Hyde Park in the 1800s. In the U.S., the term is generally used to convey a message of great importance.
I can definitely get on my soapbox.
As part of the Jewish Cultural Center's Soapbox series, people have packed into a room to exercise rights provided by the First Amendment, freedom of speech. This group is discussing the First Amendment.
In terms of pressing for open meetings, for public records, to fight subpoenas.
Speaker Geneva Overholser, the director of the University of Southern California's Annenberg School of Journalism, says press freedom in America has evolved through the centuries.
Our founding fathers would be astonished. I mean, you know, they would find the place unrecognizable, but that fundamentally they would be able to congratulate themselves on having given us, for example, a Bill of Rights that is serving us very well. I have lots of quibbles with what's happening to press freedom now, but we are blessed in this country to have a free press.
The Bill of Rights may be written in ink, but to Americans, it might as well be etched in stone. Some Americans say freedoms, especially the free press and free speech, should be replicated by emerging nations and those in the Middle East that are writing new constitutions.
I would love to see those, those kinds of freedoms extended to everyone in the world. I think it would be a better world. But I think we also have to understand that with that freedom comes a responsibility, and responsibility can't be exercised without education.
The Skirball Cultural Center takes that into account, offering permanent and temporary exhibits explaining the early history of the United States. Katie Clapper with Skirball says even though America's founding fathers were not Jewish, the guarantees they wrote in the First Amendment reflect Jewish values.
The ideals of American democracy and the basic principles of Judaism are very much in sync.
This group is taking those principles to heart. Even Clapper joined in, bringing up the subject of voting.
Really, our levels of voting are low. And when you go to Europe or something, everybody knows what's going on internationally. Everybody knows what's going on here.
Not everybody.
Oh, well.
A higher majority.
The candidates aren't giving enough attention to the young adults.
Corporations making political donations.
Lively debate in the U.S. has existed since its start. The biggest social changes have come after fierce and public debate. Americans expect the next 4 years to be no different, especially as debates on firearms, national security, and even global warming heats up. Organizers here at Skirball plan to continue with this series and others that will encourage an open discussion of topics that generally divide Americans. Lindsay Mastis for JN1, Los Angeles.